Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, we're getting right into this look. It's just a simple fall look with some character art. Today we're going to do the character Snoopy from Charlie Brown. But first we're going to start off with some Frenchies, which is pretty simple. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy these Frenchies, and then we'll get into the good stuff a little bit later on.
To
Alright, so I'm just coming back in to explain a little bit about the nail art that we're going to do. So right now I am drawing a pumpkin, just the shape of a pumpkin, and coming outside of the pumpkin is going to be the dog Snoopy from Charlie Brown. So he's going to pop out of the middle of the pumpkin. So I am going to explain a little bit about how I'm drawing Snoopy, because I am going to fix the shape that I drew, just because I feel like his nose needs to be a little bit bigger. But first we're going to just draw this little black hole that he's going to come out of.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder.
Alright, so right here you're going to see me take a little bit of that brown, and I'm going to use that to make the lines in my pumpkin. I didn't really like the way it looked. I felt like the lines were too dark. So I am just going to take a little bit of that brown and mix it in with the orange for the lines of the pumpkin, and I do feel like that looked a little bit better. So we're going to stick with that.
It's not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out your life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You keep wasting my time, you keep wasting my time. You on scene. Think you know your girl so funny to be. That's why you think I left by one or two times. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay coordinate. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house, it's not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out your life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You keep wasting my time, you keep wasting my time.
Alright, as you guys can see, we did start off with the shape of his head with the color that he is, which is white. And then I'm just taking my black and I'm going to go ahead and outline the shape that we just created. And it does look like a blob at first, but you're going to see it comes together once we start outlining it. Again, that part right there where his nose is, I did feel like that was a little bit skinny. I didn't think about it before I outlined it, but it did turn out to be a little bit too skinny for my liking. So you're going to see me put his face on, and then I'm going to take it off just because it wasn't giving Snoopy to me. It didn't look bad, but it wasn't giving exactly what I wanted to give. So I'm going to start over on that part in just a few minutes. But as you can see now, it's coming along. So that other little blob was his ear. Um, so yeah, at first, if you start drawing, especially when you're freehanding like this and not sketching with a pencil first, that is what I used to do. If you're freehanding it like this, don't be alarmed if it doesn't look exactly like something in the beginning, because when you start, it's gonna look crazy. But you just have to trust the process and believe in yourself. Alright, so this is the area where I found out I did not like the placement. That's when I took it off, and I was realizing that his nose was too skinny. Because I deleted some of it because I had redid it so many times, but I noticed that his nose was just not sitting right. So I am taking my white, and I'm just going to, as you can see, widen his nose. I went over that black line with the white just to make his nose a little bit bigger. But I feel like when you do this, that you need to go ahead and drag the white wherever the white was, because once you put it on, it doesn't blend right. It looks like you just put white on top of white, unless you take the white or whatever color you're using and put it over the whole surface of the same color, because as you can see, it's not blending in. You see a line of demarcation right there. So that's why I am just going in and redoing the whole thing with the white. Just make sure it's a thin color. It doesn't have to be thick or anything, but you want it to be thin just because you already have the um, look that you're going for. This white is pretty opaque, so, or opaque, whatever you want to say, however you're supposed to say it. But so I didn't need a second coat per se, but I am doing it just because I widened his nose a little bit, if that makes sense. So if you messed up or you feel like you want to fix something, you can always fix it like this, and then you're gonna see me outline it again in a few minutes. So that's just how I fix it when I messed up. So I wanted to leave that in just so you guys could see that sometimes it does mess up, or you might want to change something, because my opinion was I didn't like the way it was looking. You guys might have liked it, or somebody might have liked it, but I didn't personally. So I just redid it. So after I did that, I am going back in on my dotting tool and doing his face just to make sure it's sitting how I want it to now, since I just redid that whole part. So as you can see now, it looks a little bit more like Snoopy to me, so I'm going to put his eyebrows on. I'm just putting everything in place, not making it perfect or anything, but I just wanted to see if it set better, if it looked more like him. Alright, and once I did feel like it looked more like him, I just took off what I didn't like or what I feel like I could do a little bit better. So I took off his mouth and his eyebrows and everything. I cured the eyes and the nose because I liked it, and then I'm going to redo the eyebrows and the mouth, and then we'll continue from there.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
Alright, so right here we are going for the Burberry look. I should have did my white lines a little bit thicker because you have to outline the white and then it's like a line to go in the middle of the white as well. So I really didn't think about that when I was doing the white lines. I should have definitely made them bigger, but I know for next time I wasn't too pressed about it for this look just because I wasn't going for anything really too crazy and it didn't have to look exactly like it. And for me, so yeah, if you're trying this look for the first time, just make sure your white lines are pretty thick because you have to remember that you're going to put lines outlining it and you're going to put a line down the center.
Just say you will. Come through and chill. 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 I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts, so they sat with the bars.
Alright, so I just placed a few leaves above his head since it is fall. Like the leaves are falling all around him. Once I cured that, that is about it for this set. I'm going to take my Nail Craze top coat, shopnailcraze.org. This is a glossy top coat and I love it. It shines like diamonds, do you hear me? And I love this brush just because it is round. I feel like everybody should go ahead and transfer over to the round tip brushes just because they're easier when it comes to the cuticle area, which is a lifesaver. But yeah guys, that is about it for this video. If you would go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on what I should draw next or any looks I should do, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. But always, thank you guys for tuning into my channel and I'll see you in the next one.
multi, so I'm always good where I'm at. Word to Junior, Jazzy, Baby J. Tell them when I die, put my money in the crack.
Couple figures, kill a skull and collect. She fuck a nigga, then she on to the next. Really living large, she ain't all with a Mac. When you niggas think it's small in the mall with a rat. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get a $500,000 in a Sprinter. Phone ringing, bitches know a big triple. I got the hook up and there really no limit. Dead brokers in you nigga DNA. Ricky Smiley's indicated with the J. Little nigga, just another state case. Bury my motherfucker Chase Bank, time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. You niggas